Welcome to Illuminating the Path to Liberation, selections of Tibetan Buddhism texts by the venerated Mipham Rinpoche, Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Tibetan Buddhism is a religion with a rich cultural heritage that emerged from a wide range of spiritual practices. These include the complete scope of the Buddha's teachings from the Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana traditions. Different schools belonging to Tibetan Buddhism today include the Nyingma, founded by the venerated enlightened master Padmasambhava, Vegetarian; Kagyu, founded by the venerated enlightened master Tilopa, Vegetarian; Sakya, founded by the venerated enlightened master Konchak Gyalpo, Vegetarian, and his son, the venerated enlightened master Sachen Kunga Ningpo, Vegetarian, and Gelug, founded by the venerated enlightened master Tsongkhapa Lobsang Drakpa, Vegetarian. The teachings of Tibetan Buddhism focus on mindfulness of death and the ephemeral nature of life, leading to diligence in meditation and spiritual practice. Mandalas, prayer flags, and thangka paintings are visual reminders for practitioners on the path. Born in the region of Dege in eastern Tibet in 1846, the venerated master Mipham Rinpoche, Vegetarian, was identified as an extraordinary child. At the early age of 6, he was already memorizing texts, and by the age of 10, he started composing numerous writings. He became an ordinary monk of the Ogmin Ogyen mind-rolling lineage when he was 12. It is said that he fully mastered the extremely difficult mind-rolling system of chanting at the age of 15 or 16, after studying it for only a few days and praying to the worshipped Manjushri Bodhisattva, vegan. The venerated master Mipham Rinpoche, Vegetarian, was a prolific writer, with 322 of his Dharma works available to us, as well as more than 35 books on topics ranging from medicine, poetry, in particular the Gesar epics, logic, cosmology, astrology and divination, alchemy, painting, sculpture, and engineering. Let us continue with some of the wise master's texts on how we can enter the path towards eternal liberation. Illuminating the Path to Liberation, a preliminary practice, Nongdro. Vajrasattva visualization and mantra recitation. Above the crown of my head, upon a lotus and moon disk seat, is glorious Vajrasattva, the color of the moon. He holds a Vajra and bell and embraces the consort, Vajragarva. In full Sambhoga Kaya attire, he is seated in Vajra posture. On a moon disk at his heart is Hum, encircled by the 100 syllables. Amrita nectar flows down to purify misdeeds and obscurations. O Protector, in my ignorance and delusion, I have gone against and corrupted my Samaya. Guru Protector, be my refuge. Chief of all the mandalas, Vajra holder, embodiment of great compassion, foremost of all living beings, in you I take refuge. I and all sentient beings openly acknowledge and confess all impairments of the root and branch samayas related to body, speech, and mind. We implore you, let our misdeeds, obscurations, and faults of transgression, all our flaws, be completely cleansed and purified. Through the positivity and merit of this, may I swiftly attain the realization of Vajrasattva, and thereby every single sentient being reach his state of perfection too. For me and all sentient beings, may all impairments and breakages of Samaya be purified. From now until we attain the essence of awakening, may our Samaya commitments remain entirely pure. Guru Yoga. In the naturally appearing realm of infinite purity, my own body appears clearly as Vajrayogini. At my crown on a 1,000-petaled lotus, sun and moon, is the embodiment of all sources of refuge, the Vajradhara of Odiyana. White with a tinge of red, smiling peacefully and holding Vajra and skull cup containing a vase of immortality. In full Sambhogakaya attire, he embraces the consort Yeshi Sogyo. Complete within his body are all the self-arisen tantric mandalas. All the root and lineage gurus, dakinis and oath-bound ones, amassed like a vast outpouring of sesame seeds. The wisdom counterparts arrive from Kamara or Naya Bling, showering down like rain and dissolving into the visualized forms. 7-line prayer. Whom, in the northwest of the land of Udiyana, in the heart of a lotus flower, endowed with the most marvelous attainments, you are renowned as the lotus-born, surrounded by many hosts of dakinis, following in your footsteps. I pray to you, come, inspire me with your blessing. Guru Padma Siddhi Hum. 7-branch practice. With bodies as numerous as atoms, I bow down and prostrate in devotion. The whole of appearance and existence arisen as the ground, I present as Samanta Bhadra's offering. All the misdeeds and downfalls I have committed throughout my lives, I confess. In all virtuous deeds throughout samsara, or the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and nirvana, I rejoice. I implore you, remain in the Vajrakaya for as long as beings and realms remain, and turn the wheel of the Dharma that is profound and vast. All virtues without exception I dedicate towards the attainment of awakening. To the west, in Odiyana's palace of power, you appeared as an emanation of the Sugata's body, speech, and mind, and came to this world of Jambudvipa for ordinary beings' sake, surrounded by a retinue of many Vidyadharas and Dakinis, assembled deities of Padmasambhava, to you I pray. Padmasambhava of Odiyana, to you I pray. Grant me empowerment and inspire me with your blessings, I pray. Receiving empowerment. From the 3 syllables at the Guru's 3 centers stream out rays of white, red, and blue light, which dissolve into my own 3 centers, infusing me with blessings. Then the Guru and retinue melt into light, and having entered the Brahma path, dissolve into the core of my heart. Then, with my own mind inseparable from the Guru's wisdom, I rest in an experience of mind's genuine nature, Dharmakaya. This purifies the 4 obscurations, and I obtain the wisdom of the 4 empowerments. With mastery of the 4 paths and realization of the 4 kayas, I receive each and every form of blessing and empowerment. In all my lives, may I never be separated from the perfect Guru. And having benefited fully from the splendor of the Dharma, may I perfect the qualities of the 5 paths and 10 bhumis, and swiftly attain the sublime level of Vajradhara. The perfect equality of the Dharma Dhatu. Namo Manjushriya. A key point to understand in both sutra and mantra vehicles is the perfect equality of the Dharma Dhatu, and when realizing this perfect equality, realization of the view of entities is crucial. Through familiarity with the key points of the view of the middle way beyond concepts and co-emergent great bliss on the path of mantra, you'll come to understand non-conceptual simplicity, and self-arising wisdom beyond the mind will dawn. When your familiarity with this becomes stable, all the phenomena of samsara, or the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and nirvana are perfectly equal, and the Dharmakaya, the single all-encompassing sphere, dawns unobstructedly in your being. All phenomena are perfectly equal, and in perfect equality, there's no acceptance or rejection. When you are confident about perfect equality, realization is said to reach its limit. When reaching the limit of realization, samsara, or the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and nirvana, pleasure and pain, self and other, are all liberated in perfect equality. This is fearlessness, universal victory. One who has gained such universal victory passes through the stages of Vidyadhara, Vira, and Buddha's air, and comes to train living beings, their every connection being meaningful. Thus, having realized the authentic view through the instructions of the lineage and gained stability with supreme familiarity, one will finally become a victorious Vidyadhara. When this advice has matured in the minds of those of excellent fortune and they see the genuine path, may they seize the stronghold of the Vidyadhara's realization. For more information, please visit lotsawahouse.org.